7 learners. Welcome to another challenging but exciting learning together in our grammar lesson today. Welcome to our English class where you can learn and explore the marvelous worlds of grammar and literature that will surely enhance your macro skills and your linguistic intelligence. But before we'll go further, please make it sure that you have with you now your module, your pen, and your paper. And while you are staying focused on our discussion today, please ensure that you follow all the health and safety protocols that will help prevent the coronavirus disease 2019 from spreading. Last time in our English class, we managed to learn the types and uses of the voices of the verb, how to use them meaningfully in varied contexts, just like in writing the procedure in making banana chips and interpreting the message of the folk dance, Salati Mais. You are not a fellow Sanguillermonian when you have not visited the scenic, breathtaking spots of our beloved town. Here is a glimpse of this. And if you have already visited these amazing places of San Guillermo, how will you tell your friends about your visit? How will you narrate your adventure? What tense of the verb will you use to tell your story or your experiences? What did you do first before you finally reached these scenic spots? What tense of the verb will you use to denote the earlier action you took before you finally got there? Here is an example of a sentence. We had hiked 5 kilometers before we reached San Francisco Falls. In this particular sentence, there are 2 past actions which are already underlined and numbered. Now, which do you think is the earlier action of these 2 past actions? An intelligent answer. The correct answer is number 1. Had hiked 5 kilometers. While the latter action is number 2, reach San Francisco Falls. Let's level up. For more of this, I shall give you pictures that indicate 2 past actions that happened in the past. All you have to do in this activity is to choose the letter of the sentence that expresses the actions shown in each picture. Write the letter of your answer on the blank provided before each item in your learning activity sheets. But before we'll proceed to reach our destination, please be guided with these objectives. To have a mastered competency in using the past and past perfect tenses correctly in varied contexts, you are expected to identify the forms, uses, and examples of past and past perfect tenses of the verb. Indicate and narrate past actions using the past and past perfect tenses along with the time expressions. Now, here are the pictures. For number 1, this is the picture. The correct answer is letter C. She had cleaned the room when I got home. Number 2, here is the picture. And the sentence that indicates the action shown in the picture is the sentence in You're absolutely correct. Letter D. I had just sat down to have lunch when I heard a knock on the door. How about this picture in number 3? Yes, that's right. The letter of the correct answer is letter E. And the sentence is, when John arrived at the bus stop, the bus had already left. Number 4. Here is the picture. And the answer is, exactly, letter A. The baby had cried before his father came. Picture number 5. Which sentence do you think indicate the actions in this picture? Fantastic! Letter B. She had washed her hand before she cooked their dinner. This time we will be traveling back in time when a family had still no automobile or car of their own. The Guillermo family had never owned a car until they bought their first automobile in 1906. Before they bought it, they had only used horses and a buggy for transportation. They had never owned anything so expensive before they bought the car. The Guillermo family was very excited about their automobile. The children had never ridden in an automobile before their parents purchased the car. They had only seen a few automobiles when they went to town for supplies. But nobody knew they had ever owned an automobile before that day. They felt very lucky. Now here is one question about the story we have just read. What three events had taken place before the family bought or purchased their first automobile? Yes, you're right. And the answers are: first, the Guillermo family had never owned a car until they bought their first automobile in 1906. 2. Before they bought it, they had only used horses and a buggy for transportation. 3. They had never owned anything so expensive before they bought the car. In all of these sentences, there are two past actions. However, one past action had happened earlier before another past action took place. In expressing this, we need two tenses of verbs: simple past tense and the past perfect tense. The simple past tense of the verb is used to express actions that began and ended in the past, while the past perfect tense usually narrates two past actions. A sentence that uses past perfect tense expresses two past actions, wherein the first past action is completed ahead of another past action. Its form is had plus past participle form of the verb. Here is a table of the past tense and past participle form of the verbs. Example: Mercy had eaten her breakfast before Juanito asked her to do so. Context: the past perfect tense portrayed an earlier action before another action happened, as portrayed by the simple past tense. There are time expressions used in indicating past perfect tenses: after, as soon as, the moment that are used before past perfect tense, while before, when, by the time are used before the simple past tense. Further study the sentences taken from the short story that we have read. Sentence number 1. Where is the part of the sentence that took place first before another event happened? Very good. The family had never owned a car. Exactly. They had used only horses and a buggy for transportation. In the last sentence, the part that indicates an event that took place first is they had never owned anything so expensive. What did you notice in the forms of verbs used to denote the earlier of the two past actions? The latter past action used the simple past tense of the verb. Example: they bought the first automobile in 1906. Before they bought it, they bought the car. And the time expressions used are until and before. Get ready, class, for this next task. We'll test how fast you are in identifying the past tense, past perfect tense, and time expressions used in sentences. Copy the sentence and box the past perfect tense, encircle the past tense, and underline the time expression used. Let us take this simple example from the Filipino subject about the two famous novels of Jose Rizal. To indicate two past actions, we use the past perfect tense and the past tense. Example: Jose Rizal had written No Limitang Hire before he wrote El Filibusterismo. For example, the box is had written, the encircled is wrote, and the underlined is before. So you are now ready to answer this activity. I shall give you 10 seconds to copy the sentences and only 5 seconds to answer them. And the timer starts now.
3, 2, 1.
And the answers are, for the first sentence, the box should be had prayed, the encircled should be arrived, and the underlined should be by the time. For the second sentence, the box should be had finished, the encircled should be told, and the underlined should be before. For the third sentence, the box should be had finished, the encircled should be solved, and the underlined should be after. For the fourth sentence, the box should be had left, the encircled should be prayed, and the underlined should be the moment that. For the last sentence, the box should be had received, the encircled should be started, and the underlined should be as soon as. Did you find the activity easy but has leveled up your knowledge and understanding on the uses of the past tense and the past perfect tense of the verb? Therefore, you are now ready to form sentences that express two past actions using the past tense and the past perfect tense of the verb. By matching the clauses in column A with the clauses in column B. So, match them. Let's check your answers. The answer for number 1 is letter A. So the complete sentence is, after Sophie had finished her work, she went to lunch. Number 2, the correct answer is letter J. The complete sentence is, I washed the floor when the painter had gone. Number 3, the correct answer is letter C. The complete sentence therefore is, Harold had known situation before he decided to leave. Number 4, the correct answer is letter B. The complete sentence is, I didn't say anything until she had finished talking. Number 5, the correct answer is letter E. The complete sentence is, after she had moved out, I found her notes. Number 6, the correct answer is letter D. The complete sentence is, before I knew it, she had run out the door. Number 7, the correct answer is letter K, and the complete sentence therefore is, we'd just gotten home when we heard the blast outside. Number 8, the correct answer is letter F. The complete sentence is, by the time Doris got to the party, everyone had gone home. Number 9, the correct answer is letter I. Therefore, the complete sentence is, after I had used the phone, I paid the bill. Last sentence, it would have happened so quickly. The correct answer is letter G. I didn't notice. Let's see if you could already express two past actions in your sentence constructions using the past tense and past perfect tense of the verb along with the appropriate time expressions by accomplishing this activity called Answer Me Now. And the first question is, what household chores had you done when mother arrived? And the possible answer is, I had washed the dishes when mother arrived. Second question, what tasks had the students accomplished before the teacher came? And the answer could be, the students had prepared the visuals for the report before the teacher came. Question number 3. What had Dulce accomplished before she was chosen as the best student in English? And the suggested answer is, Dulce had displayed remarkable fluency before she was chosen as the best student in English. Now, your answers may vary here. Just always remember to always follow the rules in using the past tense and past perfect tenses of the verb along with the appropriate time expressions. The moment of truth has come. You will now apply what you have just learned in our grammar lesson today by accomplishing this group task. For the scenic spots of San Guillermo you have visited, let me know the story of your adventure. However, in your outputs, please incorporate the use of past tense, past perfect tense, along with the appropriate time expressions. Now, here are your group tasks. For Group 1, pretend that you are bloggers. Your task is to write blogger's diary entry about these San Guillermo scenic spots. For Group 2, you are now composers. This activity is entitled Past Memory Through a Perfect Music. Compose a song relating to a past memory of your visit to scenic spots of San Guillermo. For Group 3, you are historical advertisers. Create a time travel brochure of San Guillermo scenic spots. Inside your informative article, use past and past perfect tense and time expressions. For the last group, Group 4, you are now TikTokers. Craft a TikTok video of the funny, memorable moments on the place you visited among the San Guillermo scenic spots. Include descriptive paragraph with past and past perfect tenses along with the time expressions. Good luck and may the best group win. For your outputs, feel free to upload in our GC. But for those group members who have no cell phones, please save it in a blank CD to be submitted in the Learning Center. That ends our challenging grammar lesson for today. Thank you, stay safe, have faith, grade 7 learners. This has been Ma'am Janet saying, you can definitely make it.